Hey YouTube, welcome to the Subprime to Prime YouTube channel. Here, our focus is to get you from subprime to prime. And that all starts with knowing where you want to go on your financial journey. This is for information and educational purposes only and is not intended to be legal or financial advice. Alright, let's get into it. So, in this video, we're going to discuss where to invest and kind of how to invest your money. Now, you might be thinking, well, I don't know if I have enough money to invest. Well, you do. You always have money to invest. It might not come in big chunks like other people investing, but we're not worried about other people because we're taking care of our own financial house. And it starts with kind of educating yourself on where to put my money aside from savings and emergency funds and things like that. So, certainly investing can be a great way to grow your wealth. And even if you have limited funds to start with, here's some investing strategies that are well suited for people with limited capital. Okay, we're going to start with a budget. Before you invest, it's essential to have a clear understanding of, your overall financial picture. You want to create a budget and track your income, expenses, savings, and all that. And then this will help you to identify how much money you have to allocate for your investments each month. So let's start with first making sure we have our emergency fund, because that's super important, because life happens and you need to be prepared for it. So having an emergency fund in any event is a surefire way to have a little bit of financial stability, a safety net, if you will, to cover you should anything happen. You lose your job, a major repair, whatever happens, you will be prepared. And then when we talk about investing, we want to make sure we don't put all of our eggs in one basket. Just like, it's a dangerous game to play when you have only one source of income. And if something happens to that one source of income, well, you know what that means. So when we're talking about investing, we want to be able to invest in a multitude of different things. And it's basically to kind of hedge against, a potential loss. Now, there is risk involved with investing. That's something you should know up front. It's not all, win all the time. Sometimes if you invest in certain assets or asset classes, you gain or you have the potential for a loss, a turn in the economy, different things like that may trigger some kind of loss. And you want to be prepared by having a diverse amount of asset classes that you're investing in. And one piece of advice, just personal advice, you always want to invest in assets and not liabilities. And really understanding what an asset is versus a liability, we'll cover that in future videos. But think assets, things that appreciate over time, things that become more valuable with time. And the more valuable something becomes, the more money you inherently end up making on that particular item or commodity or whatever it is, asset. And then you want to avoid getting yourself into too many things that don't produce or won't produce income for you, that are cost you money. Like some people understand or believe that your home is your most valuable asset. Well, to some degree, it's an asset to you because you might live in it. It keeps you sheltered and it might be appreciating over time. But you do have maintenance and things like that cost you money also with living in a home. Now, it can be sold and then that would be valuable to you. But, it also has the ability to cost you a ton of money over time. So you weigh how you feel about that, because your home can sometimes be an asset and it can be a liability. Let's say you have a rental home or something like that that's bringing in rental income each and every month. well, that's an asset. And, those things, you got to play it close and by ear about how you feel about that. So you want to start small, even if you're diversifying, and you want to try to check out low cost index funds or exchange traded funds or ETFs that track various markets. You want to start small with robo advisors. They're automated investment platforms that help you get started with as little as $100, or less. And they use an algorithm that creates a diversified portfolio based on your risk tolerance and goals. So, it's one of those things where they spread little amounts of money across different markets to kind of even the playing field. And then if you're not familiar, you can use, dollar cost averaging. And if you have limited funds to invest, consider using this strategy because, or instead of investing in lump sum, it's a regular fixed amount that you invest each month, over time, so that you're not, giving out big amounts at any one given time. And then you want to take advantage of your 401k, max that out if you can. Now, I prefer Roth IRAs to 401ks just solely because you never know when a situation is going to come, because they're investing your money for you, and it might not be in places that you would normally invest in yourself. So you want to take your time to really think about your company's 401k and its matching versus having a Roth IRA that you put a fixed amount in each and every month so it grows over time. And then you want to educate yourself on all of this. You go and look up, what an index fund is, what are the pros and cons of 401k, and what is a Roth IRA versus a traditional IRA, and all those things. And then even with the newer investments in cryptocurrencies and things like that, you still want to educate yourself on what coin or cryptocurrency is best for you. It's not something that, it's still new. People are investing in it every day, but it might not be something that you quite understand. So it's important that you get educated on that subject if that's something that you're wanting to invest in. Silver, gold, those types of assets are, gold fluctuates, silver fluctuates, we know that, but if you look over a certain amount of time, certain period of time, you can see how much it has grown or lost its value over the last 20 years or so. It might be a slow gain, but to have it on deck just in case something happens in the U.S. economy where, people can't get into a bank and get their money out and things like that, it's good to have some sort of asset to hedge against that. So gold, to me, in my opinion, is a good one to have. Silver as well. And then you want to avoid paying high fees. You have a lot of investment brokers and the like that charge all these high commissions. You want to try to avoid anybody that is getting a commission off of your money, because they don't have necessarily, it's not, by law, they don't have to have your best interest at heart. And so that's something to really think about when you're dealing with financial advisors and things like that. And then be patient. The best investments are long-term investments. They, unless you day trade, which, if you don't know how to do, I wouldn't mess with it. But it's something that you're interested in. Learn all you can about it. Get a coach that does it, who's an expert at it, to help you along your way. But it takes time to build long-term wealth. And it's not something that you're putting in and pulling out and putting in and pulling out. You have to stay in it and be consistent with it for the long haul. And then you consistently review and adjust based on what you are your inputs. So overall, remember that while investing, you can help, you know, it can help you grow your wealth over time, but always be careful and leery about who you are investing with and what you are investing in. If you want to learn more about all things financial, hop over to our school on our subprime to prime page, and please give a like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. You have a great day. Bye.